Very good morning, students of class 6. Students, today I want to teach you a chapter called chemical changes and physical changes. In your textbook, you will be seeing that there is a chapter called changes around us. Okay, so I will be teaching that chapter, changes around us. Now basically, students of class 6, changes are of 4 types: irreversible changes, reversible changes, physical changes, chemical changes. Alright students, irreversible changes are those changes that can never ever be reversed. I repeat once again students, irreversible changes are those changes that can never ever be reversed. Whereas reversible changes are those changes that can be reversed. Okay? Then we come to physical changes. Physical changes are those changes in which there is only change in the physical properties of the substance. I repeat once again students, physical changes are those changes in which there is change in the physical properties of the substance. That means no new substance is formed. There is a change only in the physical properties, no change in the chemical properties. So no new substance is formed. And chemical changes are changes where new substances are formed. Is that understood students? Now I will be giving you certain examples, okay, to justify what I said just now. Let us concentrate on physical changes. Now I mentioned few minutes before that physical changes are those changes in which there is no change in the chemical properties. There is change only in the physical properties. Okay? No new substance is formed. For example, melting of ice. Okay? You see, ice melts at 0 degrees Celsius to form water, and water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius to form ice. It is because freezing point of water is equal to 0 degrees Celsius. Melting point of ice is also equal to 0 degrees Celsius. So you see, freezing of water and melting of ice are both examples of physical changes, because no new substance is formed when there is melting of ice or when there is freezing of water. Is that understood students? No new substance is formed. On the other hand, chemical changes are those changes in which there is a change in the chemical properties of the substance. Okay? A new substance is formed. Now I will give you some examples of chemical changes as well. You must have heard of rusting. Okay? Rusting takes place in the presence of air and moisture. Okay? Rusting takes place in presence of air and moisture. Now this rusting is an example of chemical change. Okay? Rusting is an example of chemical change. Okay? And rusting takes place in presence of both air and moisture. Okay? Now students, I will give you a very interesting example where both physical and chemical changes are occurring at the same time. During burning of a candle, what happens? There is melting of wax. Yes or no students? When a candle burns, there is melting of wax. The wax melts. So that melting of wax is a physical change. Okay, the melting of wax is a physical change. But along with melting of wax, carbon dioxide and water vapor are also produced. So the formation of carbon dioxide and water vapor are examples of chemical changes. So this is the example where both physical and chemical changes are occurring simultaneously. The melting of wax is a physical change. Why melting of wax is a physical change? Because there is no change in the chemical property of wax. No new substance is formed. I told you change of state is a physical change. So melting of wax is a physical change. But formation of carbon dioxide and water vapor are examples of chemical changes, because carbon dioxide and water vapor are new substances. And I told you one of the characteristics of chemical changes is new substance is formed. Okay, thank you so much, students.